This is the drive home with
Zac,
Frankie,
and TT for the Mill drive home. Driving home from the Den for the final time this season, where it finished Championship Millwall 3, Championship Blackburn Rovers
4.
4. Oh, 3-1 up, and we effed it up, I think was the song sung by the Blackburn fans, and that certainly was the way it felt in our stand. Tragic way to end the season.
Millwall way to end the season.
Yeah, it is quite a typical Mill way. It was literally a game of two halves. First half we were very dominant, deserved to be 3-1 up, and second half we just didn't really get going. The nerves got the better of the players, and Ben Brereton Diaz took the game over. He took the game single-handedly on his shoulders, and on the second half performance probably deserved to edge the game, given how dominant they were. Thank you very much for all your support this season. We really appreciate all the comments, all the likes. Please stick one on there if you don't mind.
After that,
everyone's going to be as downbeat and as gutted as we are, and we'll talk about it obviously.
In great depth.
Yes, but stick a like on the video if you don't mind.
Please.
We started with two changes from the side that beat Blackpool. So we went back to a back four. George Long in goal. A back four of Danny McNamara, Hutchinson and Cooper. And the left back was
Styles.
Yeah, Harry Styles.
Who played quite well today, I thought.
Yeah, he did. The two central midfielders in Billy Mitchell and George Saville. We then had our normal three with Duncan Watmore on the left, Burke on the right, Fleming in behind Tom Bradshaw. We started on the front foot, to be fair. The crowd was amazing.
Roaring. It was so good.
Yeah, it was such a loud and passionate crowd. Weren't at the end, but it was at the start.
Yeah.
We take the lead, and well, to be fair, Zac gets an assist because Zac's the ball boy down in the corner. He wipes the ball for Fleming. Fleming picks the ball off of Zac, throws it in. To be fair, it caused them trouble every single time. The long throw in today,
because it was always to the front post and a little flick on.
Yeah, they didn't deal with it. They didn't deal with this time. It ends up falling to the feet of Duncan Watmore, who smashes the granny out of it. Hits the bar.
You can't hit it anymore.
Nope, hits the bar, comes down off the bar, on the line, or just past the line to put us 1-0 up. And I felt we needed an early goal just to settle us and see if we can get the crowd into it, and that really did work. And then we look like we get a second goal. To be fair, I forget to say, for the first goal, it was great work from, I think it was Bradshaw that put the pressure on the Blackburn player to put it out, and those kind of things make a difference. Now, if you press at the right time and you press as a team, you win the ball, you turn the ball over high up in the opposition half. That's where you can score goals, and obviously we didn't do that in the second half. Those were the fine margins. Those were the difference, the things that make the difference. The second goal that we should have scored, or did score, it was very slightly offside, was a free kick. Zian Fleming, keepers parried it out.
No, it hit the post.
Did it hit the post?
Hit the post.
I thought the keeper saved it. Yeah, I thought the keeper saved it.
No, I think it hit the post.
All right, well, one or the other, either hit the post.
I
think the keeper saved it. Zach thinks the
or the keeper saved it onto the post.
Maybe.
But it falls to the feet of Tom Bradshaw, who puts it into the back of the net to make it.
To be fair, a very Bradshaw-esque finish, wasn't it?
Would have made it 2-0. And what made it weird was that it seemed to take 3 or 4 seconds, at least 3 or 4 seconds before the linesman's put his flag up. I checked him.
We were all celebrating. We all checked.
He hadn't put the flag up, and then all of a sudden he put his flag up.
Yeah, it was,
which was a bit weird. It was very close. I've seen a picture of it. It's probably very marginally offside. Those margins.
They were known to leave them.
Those margins didn't quite go for us today. There was a foul in the second half that was right on the line and given us a foul outside rather than a penalty. Would have been a penalty inside. But that would have put us 2-0 up. From Blackburn's, basically from their first attack, they end up getting a goal. It's a ball on the edge of our 18-yard box on the right side. He's drilled it into the bottom left-hand corner, but George Long has got to do better.
He's done a normal long
It's
thing.
something that we will say a couple of times on this video, and a few things we've said
a couple of times
quite
before.
a few times. You've got our player of the year in Bartosz Biliakowski from last year on the bench, and it gets highlighted with goals like the first goal that went in. It's not a good goal to concede. But fortunately, we kept the intensity up, and we've had a bit of luck, to be fair, because Burke's down the right. He plays a really dangerous ball, like a looped dangerous ball. The defender and the keeper have a mix up. The defender knocks it back, and Watmore keeps running onto it and then drills it into the back of the net. He took his time.
Yeah,
was composed.
He was composed. He
didn't lash
sure
at
he didn't miss it.
Hits the target. Goes into the back of the net to make it 2-1, and then nearly straight after that, the ball's on the left. Burke, who was excellent. Burke and Watmore first half were probably, like I think you said, that you felt that it was their best.
It was their best
performance in a Millwall shirt. I think the QPR game, Watmore had a decent first half as well. But the ball's gone out to Burke. He's just run at the defender, which is what he's got. And for the first time in a while, he had some end product, and he drills it across the goalkeeper to put us 3-1 up. And we were flying at that stage. I felt like the crowd was into it. But
again, it was a very sing when you're winning.
Yeah, it was. But that to be fair, most teams are like that. And with 3-1 up, you're never safe. You're never happy as a Millwall fan. You're always thinking that something's going to happen. And it did, because we just sat back, and momentum in football is massive. And like I said, Ben Brereton Diaz, his second half performance was absolutely superb. Burke's got to take a booking where he just runs past him for the second goal. You just think, please, bring him down. He doesn't. Ends up going to a free kick on the edge of the box, and I think nearly every
it was
Millwall,
a free kick. It was
it
very
was weak,
light.
but it was probably a free kick. But every Millwall fan around the world would have known that that's going to end up in a goal somehow, and it was an average free kick from Diaz himself, who just hits it straight up long, who parries it right into the dangerous area.
I think we tried to clear it.
Yeah, I think it got cleared once and then rebounded straight to another one of their players, who put it in at the second attempt to make it 3-2, and then it was just Blackburn pressure, and we didn't really create anything in the second half. The third goal was a fantastic finish from Brereton Diaz. Again, I don't put the blame on Long for this one. It was just a really, really good finish. He's on the left, and then he just curls the ball. He just comes to him and he just curls it into, I think it goes into the top right hand corner. It was a fantastic goal to make the score 3-3. We then have that penalty chance that I think it was Styles that was brought down. He gets to the edge of the box or the corner of the box, and then's driving in, and he gets wiped out. And I like I said, I thought it was a penalty, but it wasn't given. We've made some subs at that stage to try and get ourselves back on it. Some really weird subs. Bury came on and has not endeared himself to our fans. I think that'll be the last time he ever plays in a Millwall shirt. Some histrionics from him, some silliness, and who else came on? It was Malone. Scott Malone came on.
Who did actually? I thought he played well when he came on.
He done all right. I think if you look through the second half, there were too many players that just kind of disappeared. Zian Fleming, you want to step up and have a take over a game like that, and he didn't. That was the big disappointment. The fourth goal comes. We're pushing for a winner. They're pushing for a winner. It just shows how professional the Championship was, because at that stage they had no chance of going up. So it was just about them winning the game. Unfortunately, Preston didn't take the same attitude to Sunderland. They looked like they'd rolled over. Blackburn didn't roll over today, and the ball's run down the right. I think it was Dolan down the right, and he crosses it to Brereton Diaz at the back post. I'm not sure where our defence was. No one was picking him up. And he's made it 4-3, and to be fair,
there was actually
Blackburn had a couple more chances. I think one was cleared off the line. They had Diaz hit the inside of the post with another great shot, and it bounced straight back to one of their players, who somehow misses it from 6 yards out, and it goes wide. But that's where we are. What other chance? What were you thinking of their chances?
I was thinking of the one that was cleared, but it was well cleared off the line by Malone.
Yeah, it was. Because he had to flick it up, didn't it? And then it hit the bar.
And then it hit the bar
as it came out. And that's the end of our season. The players come out for it felt like a funeral as they walked around the pitch. The players obviously gutted. They've done well to come out, to be fair.
Yeah.
No one player costs you anything. So yes, George Long has not covered himself in glory, but like I said, we just did not have enough. You can't losing to Wigan, losing to Hull,
losing to
Birmingham,
drawing against Luton twice.
In this running, we've had so many great chances, great opportunities to take, and we just haven't done it. And so now we find ourselves in the Championship next year. Ipswich coming up, so that's a close Plymouth for coming up as well, isn't they?
Yeah. Oh God.
Southampton probably coming down, and we'll see who else comes down. But like I said, we really want to thank you for your. Who's your man of the match, Frankos?
I don't really know, but in the first half it had to be Watmore.
Watmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started to get a bit tired in the second half. Didn't do what he did in the first.
Yeah.
And
So Watmore.
yeah. So Watmore.
Who's yours, Zach?
I really don't know today. I think all of the players give it. All of the players wanted to win that game, and I think it's either Burke or Watmore.
Fair enough. And I'm going to do something I don't often do, but I think the player of the match was so obviously Ben Brereton Diaz that I'm going to give it to him.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what I would have said if it wasn't just
it's
Millwall.
just a Millwall. What's it called? But that's where we'll end it. We might do a live video at some stage, and maybe an EFL team of the year or who our favourite players of the year are. But we'll our season review. Tell us in the comments if you want us to do a season review. We'll go over our favourite away trips and favourite wins, favourite goals. If not, we'll see you again, and we'll do it all over again next year. The start of the 23-24 season, which we will be in the Championship again.
Hasn't it gone 9th, 8th in positioning?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think we're early doors. I'm thinking we're going to struggle next year, but that's the typical Mill pessimist.
Yeah. That's what we thought last season.
Yeah, thank you very much for all your support this season. There is only one way we can end it. No one likes us.
We don't care.